Now we speak matters of philanthropy, focusing on vulnerable groups in the country. Statistics indicate that 12.7 million children in Kenya require assistance, and government has been rolling out a myriad of interventions. But are they working? Joining us tonight is none other than Newton Ogada, a philanthropist and the founder of God Provides. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Now it's International Men's Day. Happy International Men's Day.
Thank you. I think I can say happy to all the men in the world.
Indeed, indeed. We seem to forget that gender, but now, yes, a day dedicated for you. Now, we have a situation here. We have vulnerable groups in the country, and just a case in point, 12.7 million children require assistance. Government has rolled out a series of social protection schemes, including the cash transfer for orphans and children. From where you sit, have these interventions been effective?
Oh, thank you for the conversation of the day. I've been running an orphanage home for now 10 years, and I have a number of children. Some are living with me, some are coming from different places, and we take them to school. I've heard it, I've seen it through the news, but I've never seen support towards the children directly to their accounts or to their those who are taking care of them. So I can say I've never witnessed or I've never seen, but I've heard about it.
You've heard about it?
Yes.
But okay, Sam, then points up to a missing link when it comes to government schemes and those who actually need them. And then what should we do to bridge that gap?
I've been following up how the system of how the government actually plan on things affecting our people, not even orphans only or children only, but even to widows and people in the community. The way they implement, I think, is the wrong way, because all these things are being connected with politicians, and they must go to the area local administration and partnering with with politicians. So you'll find, even if at all there's something coming down, but the politician reward those who supported them politically, not seeing that this belongs to all Kenyans. So that's why at times we don't see the support towards the children directly to the children that are in need. Yeah.
So we do not get to the people who need this particular
we
support.
don't get to the people who are actually in need. Yes.
Now, as the cash transfer program is something that government has employed for a series for some time now, even for the children dating back in 2004 to date. There's been a call to have a value add or plus cash transfer, other than just the stipend, something else like training and, in terms of skills and capacity building. Yeah. What do you think about this particular?
This one they tried because, we have many youth polytechnics now that was built in the other regime. They build many vocational training units, and I've seen a number of our youths are going and getting trained. That one I can say it's something that viable, we can say it is there. But again, the government has tried a little bit when it comes to the bursary and CDF. They channel it to make many other children get proper and better education. But there's still a problem of knowing who, because, for example, I'm working in the community, I'm down there in the village. You'll find there's a child who has a real need. You'll find this child, maybe he don't have parents, they died, and even the relatives that stay with them has nothing to give them or to provide to them. And then these children, there has nobody to hold them. You'll find those who are being selected or being nominated to stand into this fund, they only first check on their own children. And the other numbers who are just in need are not getting nothing. And this brings a percentage of poverty in the community. And it is something that is huge.
So the problem is identifying and vetting those who have qualified for this assistance.
I think the best thing that the government should do on supporting the vulnerable children and the people in the community is not to work with politicians, is to bring it down to the people working with these children. Because, for example, we have those who are working with the children. If you go to the children department office, they will tell you we heard and we see it, but there's no proper arrangement on how they disburse the funds. So I'm just thinking if they can channel to the serious organizations which are taking care of the children, we will be able to know how to balance it and who should be given. Because, you know, the children, we have many categories. We have an orphan with able uncles and cousins. Then we have an orphan with as a middle class. And then we have an orphan with nobody. And we have, again, a child who is not an orphan, but the parents has nothing even to eat. They cannot put. If you look into the statistics, you'll find that the poverty level, the poor people in this country are around 10 to 15 million. Then those are the poverty, those who are living in the poverty, those who live like less than $1 or $1 point something. This number is so huge. Is very huge. But the ones that are receiving are not even these people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you've pointed out something. You said they go down to those organizations that actually work with these vulnerable groups.
Yep.
The government went through a series in terms of policy change and review,
yes,
especially governing non-governmental organizations, requiring them to register and also be very transparent and accountable in regard to what they're doing. You ran one. How has that changed the landscape?
I think it was actually perfect for the government to introduce the clear system of registration and management of these organizations, because we handle a lot of money, and this money somehow they come from outside our country, and we get more support to support many children. But you will find some of us, I cannot quote any name because I don't know them right, but if you have been watching here, you can see some of us have been too corrupt in a way that they eat all what belongs to the needy. Because we're requesting these funds from other NGOs and other friends and other churches in the United States or Europe, but other people are misusing the fund. So the government was just right to put at least an angle of knowing how much we are receiving and how we are using it, if we use it properly. But that is not enough. You know, they should look into us, and again, they should do their part too, because we work in partnership. We cannot run an NGO without the government, and the government cannot run without the non-governmental organization. So both of us, the best we need to do is to kill the corruption between us and make things straight, that if money comes for a child, let this money go to support the child. If the money comes for a widow, we need to take this money straight to a widow. Because it is not my money, it is not the government money. So, and the money that the government has been giving, like for example, it is taxes from the people here, and again maybe it is from other NGOs which partner with the government. So all of us, if you can put things together, at least we can help a percentage of the people living with poverty, in the line of poverty. Yeah.
So in your view,
yeah,
have the series of, malpractice and fraud, especially that we have been highlighted by the media and other investigative bodies, affected, donor funding, especially to these NGOs?
Oh, yes, I can say yes, because many donors now are withdrawing. And again, when there is a lot of corruption and a lot of things coming in, even if it is you, will actually withdraw. So this actually affects, again, another big number of the donors who have been supporting our children. So it's having some impact when it comes to the support for the children.
So Newton Ogada, today if you were given an opportunity to actually sit at the decision-making table when it comes to matters of social protection schemes, 5 areas that you'd prioritize as you come to a close.
Oh, yeah, if I've been given the chance to sit in that position, number one, I will make sure that we deal with the corruption on both ends, both from the donor funding, those who are the directors of the organization, and again, we have to deal with the corruption between the donor funding and the government funding. Because if we deal with this, then whoever is vulnerable, which was supposed to receive the support, will get the support 100%. Number two, the taxation in this country is killing the donors. Maybe, for example, I ship a container with laptops to make the children learn. Somebody gave me these things for free in America or in Europe, or learning materials. When you get to Kenya, you have to pay tax as you're buying it. And this is killing our heart of giving, because you suffer, you look for money, you look for donors, they support you, but you cannot clear your container here because of taxes, and you don't have money to clear it because it's somebody give it for free to support.
Lastly, You were saying 2. Now the third one is we close.
Oh, the third one is close. It's just transparency and make work and to know why God put you to a position. Whether you're in the government or in the non-governmental organization, why God put you there to serve.
Indeed.
Yes.
We have been talking about philanthropy and the cost of graft when it comes to donor funding, as well as social protection schemes that government has put in place. There's a missing link that has been marred, or rather erased, by malpractice and fraud. A call to action there for people to be transparent and accountable. We have been speaking to the founder of God Provides, an NGO, who is also a philanthropist, Newton Ogada. I'm Regina Manyara. I wish you a pleasant viewing ahead and a great start to the week. Enjoy your night.